Hi everyone, happy Tuesday. I am here to get our bar class started. It's our noon class and we're working with our new schedule this week. So this class will be 50 minutes and I'm gonna try my best to keep an eye on the time. We've been going for an hour, so forgive me if we go a minute or two over, but I'm gonna try to stay really closely to that 50-minute time. Hey Melanie, Lon, and Shannon, how are y'all? Thanks for hopping on. We've got our bar class planned and we're using body resistance today, so you won't need your light hand weights. I do have a yoga mat and a chair. And just a reminder before we get started, you'll want to do what's right for you and your body. So you can always modify or back away. I try to check the comments a few times during the workout if you do have any questions. And what we're gonna do is head back to the mat for our warm-up. You'll want maybe some water nearby. And if you will need some knee support, maybe fold your mat or grab a towel or a blanket for the seated portion of our workout. And what I'd like you to do is come onto your mat here. And we're gonna start with just a simple side step. So we're stepping right and left, just step and tap. Getting the body moving. Hope you're having a good day. Always enjoy spending time with you. We're accountability partners. Now let's bring in our figure eight arms. So what that's gonna look like is making big figure eight circle as you move side to side. Make sure you've got room here to swing those arms nice and big. Hello to anyone just joining. We're taking a side step and our figure eight arms. We'll do 8 more each side, and 7, and 6. 4 more, and we're moving into a modified jack or a jumping jack. This is 2, and 1. Now for your jack, we're moving out right and left, or you can take a full jack. And 3, and 4. Going to 16. We have 10 more here. Just 8 and 7, getting that heart rate up already. Moving all 4 limbs, and 4, and 3, and 2. Moving into a jump rope. So pick up your imaginary jump rope, tiny steps side to side, or a bigger jump, 16 and 15. Breathe, 10 more. And 6. Very good. Back to that side step figure eight from the beginning. Breathing, getting warmer. We have 8 more here. And 6. 4, and 3. Setting up for your jack or your modified jack, right and left. We have 12. And 11, 10, and 9. Keep going. Four more, and 3. Setting up for your jump rope next. High or low impact, side to side, 12. 6, and 5. Very good, let's keep it moving. And we're gonna sink back into a squat. Bring those arms in front, interlace the fingers. Then bring that belly button towards the spine. Wiggle the toes. We're holding the squat and tapping right and left for 16 and 15, 14 and 13, 8 more each side, and 6, and 5, 4 more each side, and then we'll pulse. 3, and 2, and 1. Let's sink it a little deeper. Extend those arms out. Pulse. 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, 7, and 8. 8 more. And now we hold. Maybe the hands come in towards the heart. Belly button towards the spine. Wiggle those toes. We're halfway there on the hold. And we're going to come up. See if you can lift those heels into a little releve. As you breathe. And we'll kick it out. Now we're quickly going into our second position. So your feet are wide, 45 degrees. Arms come front and open side. Now we're going to plie down and reach over to the right. Plie and over to the left. Deepen your plie. Let your heart shine towards me. Moving side to side at your pace. 4 more each side. And 3. 2. And 1. Heel toe in, and we're coming to first position, so our heels are together and our feet are open. Our arms are hugging a beach ball here. Squeeze those inner thighs together and tuck the tail. Open and twist back to the right and left, and right and left. 4 more times each side. And 2, and 1. Very good, let's inhale the arms up, and exhale, swan dive forward, soften the knees, hanging heavy here, maybe grabbing opposite elbows, little twist side to side. We're going to inhale, halfway lift, hands on the shins or thighs until you've got a flat back. And then I want you to open the heart and squeeze the shoulder blades together. And exhale, fold one more time, find your mat, or hands on the tops of the feet or fronts of the legs. Bend the knees, root to rise, arms come out to the side, overhead to prayer and to heart center. Now let's take a moment here to catch your breath and maybe set an intention for the rest of our workout and our time together. Maybe get a sip of water. And then we want to find our chair. So you're going to place your left hand on the chair and you're in first position. Your arm can come out to the side or overhead. We're warming up the hip. So we're going to point and lift that outside foot And make big circles to the back for 8 and 7, 6 and 5, 4 more. And now let's circle forward, 8 and 7. How high can you get that knee? 4 and 3, 2 and 1. We're going to turn and repeat on the other side. Circling back, point the foot. Four more. And circle forward. Turn to face me. Get us a little more room here. And we're going to start with our feet parallel, hip distance apart. A little bend of the knees. I'll turn to my side so you can see here. As we reach the arms down and up and down and up. Let's add a releve at the top for 6 and 5 and 4 and 3. 2 more here and 1. Very good. You have your left hand on the chair if needed. We're working that outside right leg. Moving into our repeater knees. So reach those arms up. That right leg goes behind. The ball of the foot is on the floor. And then the knee comes up as the arms come down. We have 16 and 15. 12 more. And 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Come to first position, heels together. We're working that same leg, moving into a curtsy lunge. You do have your chair. You need a little balance support. Hand can be on the hip or arm overhead. We're stepping that outside leg to a curtsy, and then planting that ball of the foot beside the heel in the front, or point the foot, toe just barely touching. We have 16 and 15. Hips are square to me. 12 more. And 8. 4 more. And 3. 2. And 1. Finishing with a side attitude. So we're in first position. Catch your breath. That outside arm is going back up. And we're going to bring elbow to knee. Point the foot as you lift that outside leg, like so. You don't have to make contact. Do what you can. 12 more. Then we'll repeat on the other side. Four more. Your arms are getting tired. 2 and 1. And we're ready to turn to work the other side. Now we have our repeater knee to begin here. Working the outside leg. Step back onto the ball of the foot. Send those arms up. A little bend in the front knee. And reach. 12 more. 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Into your first position. outside arm can come up or hand on the hip. Moving into those 16 curtsy lunges at your pace. Bring that knee close to the mat in the back. 12 more. And 8. Last 4. Moving into our side attitude. 2. And 1. Take a breath. We're in first position. Send that arm up. And bring knee to elbow. Point the foot. Getting into those obliques. Six more. And down. Facing me. Let's circle those shoulders. Back for 8. And reverse, come forward, 8. Right ear towards the right shoulder. And back up, left ear to the left shoulder. And back up. Our warm-up is complete. We're moving on to some bar work here. Grab a sip of water if you need it. We're coming into first position. Your left hand will rest on the bar. Let me make sure we've got room here. Heels together. Zip those inner thighs and tuck the bottom. We're going to be working the outside leg with tendus. Your arm can come overhead, or you can rest that hand on the hip, whatever you prefer. When we take that tendu, the heel is in line with the center body, and the foot is pointed. And from here, we're going to tap and lift for 16. Tap and lift. 15, 14, and 13. 8 more here. And 4, 3, 2, and hold it at the top. We pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more pulses. Hold it here. We're going to flex and point. 16 and 15. Feeling that heat in the inner thigh. 12 more. And 8 and 7, 6 and 5. Good work. 4 and 3, 2 and 1. The foot comes down. Still a nice point there. We're going to tap in the front and open to the side, creating a little rainbow here. Hand can be on the hip or arm overhead. We have 16. Nice and slow. We tap and open and tap and open. This is 3 and 4. 12 more. Last 8 and 7. I know you're feeling it in those inner thighs. Good work. This is 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Nice bar burn. We close in first, and we're going to repeat on the other side. So you can turn in towards your chair to work the other side. I'm going to move my chair so I can continue facing the camera. Right hand is on the bar, working that outside left leg. Send that arm up and come into your tendu. Point the toes, lift the heel, strong through the leg. The heel's in line with the center body. Looking ahead, we tap and lift. 2, 3, and 4. 12 more here. And 8. Two more and we pulse. Pulse at the top. Pulse. 2, 3, 4. 8 more pulses. Keep your form, flex and point. 16 and 15. Eight more. And 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. That foot comes down, hand on the hip. We're moving into our 16 rainbows. Tap and open, and tap and open. 3 and 4. Good work. 12 more. Last 2 and 1. Close in first. Bring those feet parallel, and we're going to cross the outside leg over the inside leg. Hands on the hips as we hinge forward and reach down. Find your mat, your ankles or the front of the legs, whatever feels right for you. Slow down the breath. And let's come up, other side, cross, and hinge. And back up. Very good. We have a quick weightless arm circuit. Then we'll take some releves and move into a quick yoga series before we head down to the mat. So what I'd like you to do is plant those feet hip distance apart. Send the arms forward and open side, palms are down. We're gonna circle forward for 16 and back for 16. Circle. 8 more to the front. And reverse. Small circles. 8 more. Now we're going forward again, but I want your circles to be bigger this time. So we're going forward for 16 and 15, 14 and 13. 4 more here. Take a moment, maybe roll the shoulders, be fluid here. We want to get a nice burn, but no pain. And now we're ready to reverse those circles nice and big for 16. 12 more. 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Good work. I'm going to scoot my chair out of the way here. Fluid here, shake it out. Give those arms just a moment. And with a little bend in the knee, we're moving into scarecrow arms. So we're sending the arms up, then pulling those elbows back, fingers are spread wide. And we're gonna pulse here as we really open the heart and squeeze the shoulder blades together like so. Pull it back, and 2, and 3, and 4. 8 more, do what you can. and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Come on down, roll those shoulders. Fluid with the arms and the upper body. And we're ready to work the triceps. Little hinge forward. Send the arms back. Palms are facing away. And we're going to take tiny pulses here. So we lift for 16 and 15. Feel the resistance. Five more. And roll those shoulders back and forward. And we're ready for one more tricep exercise, then moving on to isometric biceps. So we're hinging forward, palms are away, and we're going to cross one hand over the other at the low back. This is 3 and 4. 8 more each side, and 7, 6, and 5, 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and release. Now I'd like you to bring the right arm in front, bending the arm, and bring that forearm forward. Now we're going to bring the other hand on top of the wrist. I want you to press up from the bottom arm and down with the top hand. Feeling some resistance till you work into that tricep. 8 more slow counts. And release. Other side. 16 and 15. Last 6. And release. Good work. Bring that right arm across the body, pat yourself on the back, and pull it in closer here. Keep that chin lifted, looking forward, and breathe. Send that same arm overhead, grab the wrist and pull to stretch into the side body and breathe. Other side, pat yourself on the back with the left hand. Send that arm up, grab the wrist, stretch and open. And release. Now we'll interlace the hands at the low back. Open the heart, feel a stretch on the shoulders. You can stay right here or hinge forward and lift those arms behind if you'd like. I'm staying here today. And then when you're ready, we'll release and finish with some standing cat-cow breath. So after your next exhale, we're going to inhale, pull the arms back, lift the chin, open the heart. Exhale, tuck the tail and chin, arms come forward. 4 more. And 3. And 2. And 1. Good work. We're moving into a temple series. So that's going to look like a wide second position. Feet are 45 degrees. And then we're going to bring the hands into prayer as we take a nice deep plie, slowly lowering down and holding. Now you may want to scoot the feet out just a bit so that you see the knees are stacked over the ankles. Tuck the tail, lengthen the spine, press those hands together, feeling some heat in the legs, strong in the core. Stay here for me. And we're gonna pulse for 16 and 15, 14 and 13. 8 more tiny pulses. And hold. The right forearm comes onto the thigh, left arm reaches overhead, looking up towards the ceiling, working on your balance. Careful not to collapse that top arm. And back up, other side. As we come to center, bring those hands together, press the palms, finishing with a little more heat here. And slowly coming up. Turn those feet to face me. And we're taking a wide-legged forward fold. Soften the knees just a little as you hinge forward and find the floor with your fingertips or your palms. Hanging heavy here. It may feel nice to grab opposite elbows and take big swings side to side, nice and slow. Find the floor again with your fingertips or palms. Bend the knees as we come up, shoulders coming back. Now we have a quick releve series, and then we're headed down to the mat. You've got time for some water if you need it. Your chair is nearby. And for our releves today, let's face the chair. And we're going to start with the feet parallel, hip distance apart. Hands are lightly on the chair, or if you're working on your balance, hands can be on your hips or arms overhead, softening the shoulders a little. Now let's warm up the feet for just a moment. So we'll press into the ball of the foot and lift the heel and alternate right and left. All 10 toes on the floor. Feels good. Very good. Now our feet are parallel. And we're moving into our releves. And we have 4 sets of 8. Spring up. Keep the hands light on the chair. And let's begin. 8 and 7, 6 and 5, 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Second set. And third set. Last set here. And come on down. Bring those heels together. First position. And we're going to start by taking a plie. Lift the heels up, straighten the legs, and lower down. We'll do 8 of these. And 7. Four more here. And 2. And 1. From our first position, we have 4 sets of 8 releves. Do what you can. Slight as you spring up for 8, 7, 6, and 5. Second set. Third set. And fourth set. Come on down. And this time we're going to releve up, walk those heels together, And we're finishing with pulses. So the knees open, tail is tucked, we pulse. And 2, keep those heels together. Second set, and 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, 7, and 8. Third set. Last set of 8. And come on down. Let's take a step back as we hinge forward. Fingertips finding the mat. Nice breath. Soften the knees. Let's inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Root to rise, arms coming around and to your heart. And we're ready to head down to the mat. We're making great time today. Oh, hey, Pat, I didn't see you there. Glad you're with us. Okay, so we're coming down to the mat for an attitude series. And I may scoot back just a little here. So what I'd like you to do is come into a cobbler's pose here. So you've got the feet together, knees are open, we're nice and tall. And we're gonna start by hinging forward, breathing. Four more breaths. And as we come up, we're placing our hands behind us, little bend in the elbows, and the right foot is coming on top of the left. Hoping you can see here. Let me see, okay. Making sure my feet are in the screen here. So this is our attitude series. Knees are open, feet are stacked, and we're lifting that right leg. It can be just a few inches. We lift, and 2, 3, and 4. Already feeling this. 8 more here. Pause for a moment, and we're moving into our pulses. 16, 15, 14, 13. You've got it. Now we're gonna hold right here for 16. Shaking is okay. We're getting those results. And bring it down. Shake it out. One more exercise on this side. So we're gonna lift, flex the foot and open. We bring it back into center and open. 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 10 more. Feeling a little bar burn. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. You know what's coming. We're repeating on the other side. Try not to lock the elbows. Lift, and 2. Eight more and we pulse. 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Little pause if you need it. And pulse. 2, 3, 4. 8 more. Don't forget the hold. 16 counts. And lower down, shake it out. One more exercise here. And then we have a new side series today. right here with you. Let's lift, flex the foot, open, and 2, 3, and 4, 12 more. And 3, and 2, and 1. Shake it out. Let's take a cobbler's pose before we continue. We're here for 8 counts. Slowly coming up. Coming onto one side, we're going to stack the legs. And what I'd like you to do is lift that top leg to hip height. We're circling forward for 16. 8 more. And reverse. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I'm going to bend the legs and bring those knees forward. So I'm at an angle here. Still resting on that forearm. Then what I'm going to do is bring knee to knee and shoot that leg up. Tap and open. Tap, send it up. 3 and 4. 5 and 6. 10 more here. And 3 and 2 and 1. Keep that leg up. We're going to flex and point. 16 and 15, 14 and 13, 12, 8 more, and 4. Stay with me. 3, 2, and 1. See if you can keep that leg pointed and lifted. Ooh, almost there. Feeling that fire. 8 more. And slowly lower down. Tap it out. That was tough. Swing those legs forward. Little movement here. Finishing strong on the other side. Then we have core work, and a nice stretch. Set up for your circles. Top leg is hip height. Bring it forward for 16 and back for 16. Reverse your circle. Very good. Now we're ready to bend the knees. Bringing those legs forward at an angle. Hip is still on the mat. Point the feet. We're tapping knee to knee and sending that leg up. Foot's in line with the hip. Tap and extend. 2 and 3 and 4. Just a small change, but you're feeling it right away. 8 more. 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Keep that leg extended. Flex and point. 16, 15. Four more, and 3. Hold it here. Our last 16 counts. Feeling some shaking. And lower down. Tap it out. Very good. Let's bring those legs forward. Move fleshy bits aside. Send the arms up and fold it forward. reaching for the ball of the feet or around the ankles. Keeping the spine long, flexing the feet. And back up. Now for our abs today, we're working on our cherry pickers. And we don't have our ball, but that's okay because we can lean slightly back and keep those feet grounded on the floor. I'm going to turn to my side here so you can get an idea. Then we're interlacing the fingers, slightly back but tall through the spine, and twisting right and left. 2 and 3. 8 more each side. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Hands come in front of the knees. Interlace the fingers, take a big breath in. And we're moving on to our boat. For our boat pose, feet are hip distance apart. Hands come behind the thighs, point the toes, lift the heels, press up till the shins are parallel to the mat. You can stay right here. Flex the feet if they're bothering you, or you can pump the arms. Working in sets of 8. This is our second set. Third set. And last set, 8. Rock it forward. Interlace the hands, the fingers in front of the knees. Nice breath. Now we've got one more set of those cherry pickers, and then we're finishing strong with a plank. Interlace the fingers and twist it right and left. 2, 3, and 4, going to 16 each side. Last 8. 4 and 3. Come up for a breath. And then we're taking your plank your way. So it could be a high plank, a forearm plank, or a modified plank. You can also go into a child's pose if you'd prefer to skip your plank today. Find what's right for you. And I'll start our timer for us. In 3, 2, and 1, coming into your plank your way. Fingers are wide, shoulders over wrists. We're near the halfway point. If you want to bring the knees down and rest for a moment, come right back in. Last 30 seconds. And 20. 10. And come on down. Onto all fours. We're finding your child's pose. Big toes together, knees open. Stretch it forward. All the hard work is over. Take a breath. Onto our bottom. We're going to bend the right leg and extend the left. Square yourself to the foot. Reach the arms up and hinge forward. stretch is so important. Time to slow things down and rest and recover. Taking care of your body so you won't be as sore tomorrow. Reverse your wing, send it up, fold it forward. Three more breaths here, and we're moving into a wide-legged forward fold. We're right at the 1250 mark. Open the legs, lift up on the sit bones, point the feet, and plant the hands. Let's walk it forward. Breathe, maybe bring the forearms down or tent the fingers and hinge forward. Keep those feet pointed, heels coming forward, keeping that turnout. Now we'll walk over to the right, left arm comes up, big stretch. Keep that top arm active. Other side. And back up. Now, we have time for one more stretch if you'd like. Maybe a pigeon or a figure four on your back. And then we'll move into our final resting pose. So if you are taking that figure four, let's slowly lower back, cross one heel in front of the knee, and lift the foot up. Fingers come behind the leg, little twists, and we'll stay here as long as you'd like, and then repeat on the other side. Then taking your final resting pose at your pace, in your time. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up our recording just to be respectful of that 50-minute mark. And I'll be back on Thursday, same time. I hope to see you here. Leave me a comment when you've completed the workout and let me know if you have any suggestions or feedback. Otherwise, I will see you again very soon. Thank you.